हर पैलड़ी लाम प्रवृत्ति कर्म दृढ़ाया बलराम जियो। बानी ब्रह्मा वेद धर्म दृढ़ो पाप सजाया बलराम जियो। हुक्मनामा श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब, पेज 773, 774, अंग 773, 774। सूही महला चौथा। हर पैलड़ी लाम प्रवृत्ति कर्म दृढ़ाया बलराम जियो। बानी ब्रह्मा वेद धर्म दृढ़ो पाप तजाया बलराम जियो। धर्म दृढ़ो हर नाम थे आवो सिमृति नाम दृढ़ाया। सतगुरु गुरु पूराया राधो सब किलख पाप गवाया। सहज आनंद हुआ वड़ भागी मन हर हर मीठा लाया। जन कहे नानक लाम पहली आरंभ काज रचाया। सूही महला चौथा। This is an extremely important Shabad for the Sikhs because it is read and sung at the time of a Sikh marriage ceremony and is often referred to as Lama, which means rounds or stages. This Shabad was originally narrated by 4th Guru Ram Das Ji to describe the 4 stages of the journey of a soul on its way to union with God. To start with, the soul is imbued with the love for God, passes through stages of self-purification under the guidance of the Guru, and then feels lonely without her beloved God, and ultimately is wedded and eternally united with him. Therefore, the Sikh marriage ceremony is called Anand Karj, or the deed of bliss. This marriage ceremony is started after singing appropriate hymns from Guru Granth Sahib, and then the first Laav or round is read and sung to the accompaniment of music, while the bride and the groom slowly walk around Guru Granth Sahib, the Sikh scriptures, one time. After they sit down, the next Laav or stanza is read, and then again the couple stands up and goes around Guru Granth Sahib, while the ragis, musicians, sing the same second stanza to the tune of music. In this way, when all the 4 Lava have been read and the couple has completed the 4 rounds, the ceremony is considered complete. In the first Laav or stage, Guruji says, "O my friend, in the first round of marriage or union of the soul with God, the Guru has impressed upon the bride soul her duty in life. Guruji says, O bride soul, firmly grasp this as your sacred duty, that for you the Guru's word or Bani is the most sacred text or the Veda uttered by God Brahma. The person who has acted on this advice has dispelled all his or her sins. Yes, firmly grasp this thing that for you, the true dharma, your spiritual duty is to meditate on God's name, because even the Simritis, the Hindu sacred books, have in a sense laid stress upon contemplation of God's name. The other point is to remember the perfect Guru. She who has done so has got rid of her sins and evils. A state of peace and bliss has welled up in the mind of that fortunate person to whom the Guru has made God's name sound sweet. Devotee Nanak says, this is how in the first law or round God has arranged the beginning of the task of marriage or union of the bride's soul with him. Para 1. हर दूजड़ी लाम सतगुर पुरख मिलाया बलराम जियो। निर्भव भै मन होए हाँ मैं मैल गवाया बलराम जियो। निर्मल भव पाया हर गुण गाया हर वेखै राम हदूरे। हर आत्म राम पसारिया स्वामी ਸਰਬ ਰਿਆ ਭਰਪੂਰੇ ਅੰਤਰ ਬਾਹਿਰ ਹਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਏਕੋ ਮਿਲ ਹਰ ਜਨ ਮੰਗਲ ਗਾਏ ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੂਜੀ ਨਾਮ ਚਲਾਈ ਅਨਹਦ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਵਜਾਏ. Describing the second lam or stage, Guruji says, in the second stage, God unites the bride's soul with the true Guru. Following the Guru's instruction, her mind becomes free of worldly fear, and becoming fear-free, she dispels the dirt of ego from her within. In its place, she acquires immaculate fear of God, sings praises of God, and sees God right in front of her. She realizes that the Master is pervading in all and is filling all places. She also realizes that the same one God is both within and without. So, meeting with God's devotees, she sings the songs of joy in His praise. O devotee Nanak, this is how God has initiated the second stage of marriage or union of the soul with Him, and has played non-stop music in the bride's soul's heart. Para 2. हर तीजड़ी लाम मन चाओ भया बैरागिया बलराम जियो संत जना हर मेल हर पाया वड भागिया बलराम जियो निर्मल हर पाया हर गुण गाया मुख बोली हर बानी संत जना वड भागी पाया हर कथिया कथ कहानी हृदय हर 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 धुन उपजी हर जपिए मस्तक भाग जियो जन नानक बोले तीजी नामे हर उपजय मन बैराग जियो. After the above realization that God pervades everywhere and in all hearts, a keen desire to see God in person arises in the bride soul's mind. She is no longer interested in worldly affairs, but is always lost in the thoughts about her beloved and longs to see him in person. Describing this third stage of the human journey, Guruji says, in the third lam or stage, the soul feels detached from the world, and in her mind arises a craving to meet God. They who by good fortune are blessed with the meeting and guidance of saints have obtained God. They have obtained the immaculate God, have sung praises of God, and have uttered nectar word of the Guru, the divine Bani. Yes, it is only fortunate saintly devotees who have obtained God. That is why we should always keep describing the indescribable story of God. By doing so, a continuous tune of divine music starts flowing in one's heart, but it is only if such good fortune is scribed on our forehead that we meditate on God. Devotee Nanak says that in the third stage of marriage, an intense longing to see God wells up in the mind of the bride soul. Para 3. हर चौथड़ी लाम मन सहज भया हर पाया बलराम जियो गुरमुख मिलया सुभाए हर मन तन मीठा लाया बलराम जियो हर मीठा लाया मेरे प्रभु भाया अंदन हर लिव लाई मन चिंदेड़ा फल पाया स्वामी हर नाम वजीवा धाई हर प्रभ ठाकुर काज रचाया धन हृदय नाम विगासी जन नानक बोले चौथी नामे हर पाया प्रभ अवनासी. Now regarding the fourth and final stage of the soul's union with God, the prime soul, Guruji says, in the fourth lam or stage pervades a sense of peace and poise in the mind of the bride soul, because she has obtained her beloved God. By Guru's grace, in a matter-of-fact way, she has obtained to God, because the Guru made God's name sound pleasing to her mind and body. Yes, when the Guru made God sound sweet to the bride soul, it pleased God, and then day and night she kept her mind attuned to Him. In this way, The bride soul obtained the fruit of her heart's desire, obtained God as her master. In this way, the meditation on God's name brought her good wishes and messages of congratulations for obtaining God as her groom. Oh, my friends, when God the Master makes arrangements for the task of marriage or union of a bride soul with Him, by meditating on God's name, that bride soul blossoms in her heart with delight. The devotee Nanak says, this is how, in the fourth Laav or stage, the bride soul obtains union with the imperishable God. Para 4-2. The message of this Shabad is that we should pray for and seek the guidance of the Guru to imbue us with such love and devotion for God that we always long to see and become one with Him, as if we are the wedded brides of our eternal God. In the worldly sense, the marriage ceremony teaches us that we need to enter the family life to practice righteousness and truthful living. Secondly, we should have so much love and respect for each other as if we are two bodies but one soul. Then, under Guru's guidance, we should try to advance in our spiritual journey to unite with God, our true and eternal spouse. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. SGGS page 773-774. Thank you.